Okay. Good morning and welcome to day 20 of the 90-day momentum challenge. This is a bonus daily reset. We continue to speak about some ingredients of identity, but we'll take a different lens today. We'll go straight to this precept that we have been speaking about. And I would like you to be active on your chat. I need some responses from you. You now know this precept quite well, most of you. Intentionality gives me the power to embody the identity God designed for me. I want you to open your chat, and I have a question for you. In your view, and you can't get this question wrong. You can't get it wrong. Your answer is the correct answer. In your view, which is the most powerful word in this precept? Leave out the word God. I want you to look at all the others, because then God will just already. So leave out the word God. So which is the most powerful, the second most powerful word? It's not even second. We are not ranking them. So the word God is out. Just look at all the other words. Type your word. Intentionality, power. I'm waiting. Power, identity, me. Some more responses, embody. Some more responses, intentionality, power, me. Power, identity, okay? All your answers are correct from your perspective. After this session, you will have a different view. The most powerful word on that slide is the word gives. If you take out the word gives, it falls apart. Nothing else works. If we take out the word gives, nothing else remains. The relationship between you and God involves give. The relationship between a man and a husband and wife, child and parent, it is the relationship of give. Give or give and take, whichever way you look at it. If you take away the word gives, sorry, it's that entire precept falls apart. How many definitions do you think? Just type really quickly on the chat. Approximate, you don't need an exact answer. How many definitions do you think there are for the word gives? Quickly in the chat box, please be active. 5. Don't surrender. No, Florence, don't surrender. Give a number. Shiro 6, Eunice 3. 2, continue 10, 1, 4. I'll wait for like 3 or 4 more, then we move. 5. Okay, so we'll proceed with the answers that we already have. How many definitions do you see there? You already see 15. How many do you now have? 30. How many do you now have? 44. These are all different facets of give. We have never read a dictionary. What we are exposed to is called the Oxford 3000. It's not the Oxford Dictionary. The Oxford English Dictionary is 20,000 pages. It has 500,000 plus words. And in that dictionary, there are 113 meanings of the word give from all its perspectives, which is when you read the word give in the Bible, you are reading a word that probably occupies a third of one of the books that you are looking at. It is a word that can fill novels and novels and novels all by itself. And that is why when you go back to this precept and you see the word gives, you are seeing the most powerful word in that context. I hope that is clear to you, why the word gives is the most powerful word in this context, so that from today, When you say intentionality, you take a deep breath, then you say gives, because you're not saying a word. You are deploying a third of a dictionary with just one word. There are many synonyms, common synonyms of the word gives, like provides, offers, supplies. You see the list that I have given you there: grants, yields, assigns, accords, extends. And then there are phrases which use the word gives. Give a hand, give a hoot, give a try, give it a while, give it sex, give notice, give rise, give up, give bonds. The word give is everywhere. From today, particularly for today, I want you to just pay attention to the people speaking around you and hear how many times the word gives spontaneously comes up. The word gives. The most common word you will hear is run. For some reason, all forms of run errands, run out of time. That's one of the most common words you will hear. And these are words that are laden with meaning, except we just learn the surface level. We start using them, except our mind creates images that are nuanced because it can perceive the depth of that word. Give is different from gives. The word we are dealing with here is not give, it is gives. And that S changes everything. I went to the office and they gave me an appointment, right? That is very different from that office gives me appointments, which means whenever I need an appointment in that office, they give me an appointment, which becomes a principle. That office gives me appointments rather than the action the office gave me an appointment. The principle is more powerful than the object. And that's something for you to think about today. The principle is more powerful than the object. We are dealing with the principle of intentionality. When we truly understand the power of intentionality, we realize how not only powerful it is, but how portable it is, because objects are secondary to the principle. Principle is more powerful than object. This Bible verse, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God who gives, and it will be given. The given is not a choice. The given is action. The gives assures that there can be many givens. Every single time there is an ask, the given follows, because the principle of gives is in operation. Present, continuous, always active. That is the power of intentionality. Intentionality is always active. It's either you are tapped in or not. If you are tapped in, you are experiencing the continuous present tense effectiveness and power of intentionality. And that's why we are speaking about this. Gives, the principle in this case, the principle of gives, not just giving, gives establishes the relationship between two entities. It establishes a relationship between you and intentionality. Otherwise, without that relationship, intentionality and you exist in parallel. You live your life, you never get tapped into intentionality, and you wonder why you are stagnant. Intentionality gives you the power. In other words, intentionality is available to give you the power again and again. It's not intentionality will give you. It's not intentionality gave you. It gives you continually. But it's on the basis of that relationship. What is your relationship of intentionality? Is this the core that you pay attention to? Any meeting you're starting, any conversation you're going into, any journey you're going into, any text you're sending, are you willing to create a really close relationship, knowing that intentionality is one of the highest principles of creation? And if you can tap into it on a continuous basis, because it is always giving, which is the gives, it is actively giving continuously, moment to moment. When you tap into intentionality and start to receive the things that you desire because you are also taking action, people will say that it's in no time, out of nowhere. And that's because intentionality helps you to overcome limitations of time, limitations of place, limitations of form. It's which one, I believe, for example, anybody that has ever performed miracles, for example, those that are recorded in the Bible, where 3 loaves and I'm probably bungling it up, but a few loaves and a few fish are able to feed all these people because the power of intentionality overcomes limitations. Intentionality shapes action. When you tap into the power of intentionality at the beginning of the day, you are not going to be distracted. And if you get distracted, it's because you have disconnected. And once you disconnect, then you can become distracted. You can become sluggish. Intentionality shapes your actions. It's not that it will shape your actions. No, it is the same principle as gives. It shapes. Intentionality establishes. These are things that intentionality does on a continuing basis. It's not that it will do it once in a while. Intentionality establishes your identity. And that's why intentionality gives me the power to embody this identity. And the reason is intentionality is a principle. The principle is more powerful than object. I am an object. Identity is an object. Once I have a relationship, intentionality enables me to tap into whatever identity I need to. Intentionality, of course, controls the environment. It doesn't matter what is happening around you. It does not. If you are tapped into intentionality, even some of your colleagues who usually want to distract you, for some reason, even if they come, they don't come with the same enthusiasm that they usually do. And even if they don't feel it from the beginning, gradually, their behavior starts to change. Intentionality controls the environment. This is why we have kept talking about that precept, that single precept. The single precept of intentionality gives me the power to embody the identity God designed for me. Intentionality establishes the relationship I need to receive the power. Intentionality overcomes the limitations that may hold me back from receiving the power or embodying the identity. It shapes my actions, establishes my identity as an executor, and controls the environment to facilitate if the effectiveness, because intentionality automatically is an effective force. But giving, or the gives, presumes that on the other side, there is an entity that receives. If I'm not able to receive consistently, then intentionality becomes a waste. Am I able to receive? And that's a question of capacity. Am I willing to receive? Which is a question of behavior. Am I prepared to receive? Which is a question of environment. What kind of environment have I created? Humble to receive, which is a question of attitude. And engaged to receive, which is a question of energy. If I can pay attention to each of this at the beginning of the day, I am able, because I'm opening myself up. If I'm not able, I am humble to recognize that I'm not able. I am engaged, I'm activating energy. I'm not allowing my body to determine what I'm going to feel. I calibrate my energy by myself, and I am prepared, creating an environment in which intentionality can operate. This is what makes me an entity that receives, instead of an entity that will receive once in a while. Receives, which means I can receive, I can tap into intentionality on an ongoing basis, from one moment to the next, to the next, to the next. Intentionality gives. Intentionality gives. And anytime from today you hear the word gives, you're not just hearing an ordinary word. It gives authority. It gives you, we spoke about this yesterday, it gives you the authority, it gives you the key to access the identities It gives you the key to the director's office, to the master's office. It gives you the key to the commander's office so that you can direct your intentions, master your focus, and command your actions. And today, I just want you to focus primarily on commander. Watch yourself. Set your intentions this morning with a focus on the commander side of you in terms of executing. Remember, we said the director activates the resources because intentionality, it activates the intentions at the level of the energy that is invisible from us. And the master controls those resources so that they're available for the commander to apply them. So today, watch yourself. How effectively are you able to apply the resources that become available to you? As the commander of your actions, it is your job to act with boldness today. Intentionality gives you all the power, the authority, moment to moment, as long as you remain tapped in. Now, today, tap into intentionality as the commander so that you can take command of your actions to act with boldness. It's time to run the tapes of yesterday. You'll have 2 minutes to run your tapes. You may get started running the tapes. You have 2 minutes to run the tapes of yesterday. And these are the questions that we used yesterday. We used them in the previous sessions. Yesterday, did you practice self-observation? Did you take responsibility for everything? Did you direct, master, and command your life? Did you direct your intentions, master your focus, and command your actions? Did you wield yourself, particularly when you are distracted, when you are frustrated, when you are hungry, when you are tired, when you are having a headache, when your phone battery was running low, when they ran late for the meeting? All right, let's do it. You have about a minute and a half to go. So keep going.
Okay. I'm about to have a good day. No matter what they say. The sun is shining down on me. Birds are singing praise. I'm about to have a good day. In every single way. The God who made the universe knows me by my name, so it's a good day. Baby in my arms, walking through the neighborhood, living in the present, not what I shoulda or could. I remember back when I was low as a rug. Now I'm standing up, look at what my father does, turning all things new, gray skies blue. Hear the church saying, won't he do it? I know he's got my back. That's why I'm singing that I'm about to have a good day. No matter what they say. The sun is shining down on me. Birds are singing praise. I'm about to have a good day. In every single way.